Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to my page. Okay, I'm back on videos again. Thank God for life, thank God for strength. Now, today we have two things to discuss. We have secant line equations and also equation of the tangent to the line, secant line equation. So there's a question we have sent to me by one of my students from America. So we have y equals 4x minus x squared as a function. Y is a function of x, and we are asked to find the secant line equation. We're asked to find the secant line equation. Find the secant line equation from x equals 1 to x equals 5. Find the secant line equation from x equals 1 to x equals 5. And so we should also find the tangent line equation at x equals 1. At x equals 1, we should find the tangent line equation. First thing to do, at x equals 1, at x equals 5, get the equivalent value for y from this function. Y equals 4x minus x squared. So at x equals 1, we're going to find the value for y. Y equals 4 bracket 1 minus 1 squared equals 4 minus 1. That will give us 3. What is the coordinate? At x equals 1, y equals 3. So the same thing at x equals 5, go and find it. At x equals 5, so this is the coordinate. So at x equals 5, at x equals 5, we still have our y equals 4x minus x squared. So y equals 4 bracket 5 minus 5 squared. Y equals 20 minus 25. Y equals minus 5. What is the coordinate? At x equals what? 5. Y equals minus 5. Now, those are the two coordinates that we have when we are given the values for x. Now, let's note that. I want you to note those two coordinates. So, note our function. So, just note it. Note that we have x equals 1 when y equals 3, and x equals 5 when y equals minus 5. Note it. So, you will now go and plot a sketch of that curve. This is a curve because y is x squared, that is quadratic. So we go like this, we go like this. You know, quadratic will either open this way or open this way, depending on the sign of the x squared. X squared is negative. If it's negative, it opens up. If it's positive, it opens down. So this curve I'm going to sketch now, going to open up. It's going to open up. So let us see. This is my y-axis, this is my x-axis. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So just put your coordinates. So this is 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So we're going to be plotting. The first is x equals 1, y equals 3. So x equals 1 here, y equals 3. X equals 5, y equals minus 5. So this is it. So that means my curve is going to go like this. That's my curve. That's my curve. That is the curve I have. So, and the secant line is going to be here and here, joined together, straight line. My secant line. So this point is 1 and 3, and this point is 5 minus 5. So, and you know to do that, you have to find that now. We're going to find the equation of that secant line. You're going to find the equation of the line. This is a straight line. It's going to be y equals mx plus c. M is the gradient and c is the intercept on the y-axis. So let's go ahead and find that now. So let me find the gradient. You know my gradient. I'm going to find the gradient somewhere here. Let me give space. Find the gradient. It's very easy to find the gradient using the formula. So that means this is going to be my x1, y1, x2, y2. My gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. over x2 minus x1 equals y2, you know what y2 is? Minus 5 minus 3. X2 is what? 5 minus 1. So my m is minus 8 over 4 minus 2. So that's my gradient. So having gotten that as my gradient, so that is the equation is y equals minus 2x plus c. So put any of these two values, any of them as your x and y, that will give you the equation, the intercept on the y. So I'm going to do those two things now. I'm going to do that. I will do the first one here, putting my x as 1, y as 3. So y is 3 minus 2 bracket 1 plus c. This one, when x is 5 and y is minus 5 equals 2 bracket 5, minus 2, so it's minus 2 bracket n plus c. This is 3 equals minus 2 plus c, 3 plus 2 equals c, 5 equals c. Here, minus 5 equals minus 10 plus c, minus 5 equals, minus 5 plus 10 equals c, so plus 10, so 5 equals c. So what is the equation of this line? Is y equals, what do we have? Minus 2x plus 5. That is the second line equation. Y equals minus 2x plus 5. That's second line equation. I hope you get my point. Now, the next one is equation of the tangent. So this second line equation, equation of the tangent at x equals 1. You know this is tangent. Tangent is a line drawn to touch that word, to touch a point on the curve. And it's touching the curve at x equals 1. So what do we do now? We're going to find the gradient of this curve. The gradient of this line, of the tangent, is the gradient of the curve at this point. I repeat, the gradient of this line now, which is this tangent, is the gradient of the curve where this tangent is touching the curve. At the point where it's touching the curve. And what is the point? X equals 1. So first of all, don't forget our equation here. So tangent now. So I've done secant now. So tangent line now. Tangent line equation. So gradient now. Gradient is the gradient of the curve. How do we find the gradient of the curve? Is differentiate, which is what? dy dx at x equals 1. Is dy dx. You differentiate, that's your y. And you this is your y. When you differentiate dy dx, which is m, what is that? 4 will give us 4x will give us 4. You know how to differentiate. This will give us minus 2x. So, and it's at x equals 1. At x equals 1. So our m now, m becomes 4 minus 2 bracket 1 equals 4 minus 2. That will give us 2. So the gradient of this tangent is 2. So what do we write now? The equation in slope-intercept form becomes y equals what? 2x plus c. And remember, at x equals 1, y equals 3. That's what you do. You put your x, y is 3, 2 bracket 1 plus c. So we have 3 equals 2 plus c. I'll fix it here. So 3 minus 2 equals c, 1 equals c. Equation of this tangent becomes y equals 2x plus 1. That is it. So that is how to find the tangent line equation. So you have seen the secant line and also the tangent line. I hope this is well understood. Okay, please, you see this when you are doing pre-calculus in the American curriculum. Those in the Nigerian curriculum is included in the calculus, and those in the British, you see this when you are doing your A-level 2, that is calculus in A-level 2. Okay, no problem. So please, I hope this is understood. This is how to find the secant line equation and the equation of the tangent to the equation. Equation of the tangent line. So I hope this is well understood. Please, you can comment your opinion on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. You can also share. Thank you.